I'm now about ready to start moving my stitches over for my pinky. And like I said in the last video, I'm going to take the first stitches, and that's actually going to be the start, so those two stitches are going to be where I'm going to start. And then just pulling them off. So if I have two, it doesn't really matter on the rest. You can just divide them up evenly, or I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other finger, and that is to put 4. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, you know, it doesn't matter. We'll put 4. Sorry, I can't decide myself. 4, and then 4. Sometimes I have to think about this stuff as I'm going along because I haven't done it yet. Okay, and then I have 2 more remaining on there, and I'm going to slide those onto my first needle. I just grab both of those at the same time just to hurry up and get them on there. Okay, so I'm done with that. And then I'm going to cast on. And the lady who wrote the pattern suggested doing these in different colors, which is why I put a black, and then I'm going to make the pinky black. I figured, what the heck. Plus, that's the only yarn that I had. So, okay, I'm like, why does this not look right? Okay, this is my first stitch, so, okay. I get my waist yarn here, nice 6-8 inches or something like that. I want to make sure I have enough. And then into the first set of 2 stitches, I'll insert my needle, put my thread, or my yarn on the bottom needle, just hook it around there, and kind of pull it through. So it just looks like that, just sort of caught. And then I'm going to knit both my tail yarn and my working yarn together in the next stitch. And then I'm supposed to do a cast on. Does this look familiar? So I'm dropping my tail yarn and doing a cast on stitch, like such. And one of the reasons why I didn't demonstrate my very first finger that I did was because I knew I was using black, and black is very difficult to see at any time, let alone on the camera. I'm like, why do those look twisted? Those do look twisted. Here, let me twist them back around. I must have flipped them off strange. Okay, so after the cast on, you knit, and look what I did to that one. I just destroyed it. So that's what I mean, just kind of flip it back and forth. Eventually you're going to figure out how to get those yarns on there correctly. Meanwhile, I just stretched the mess out of it. Okay, and then you just keep going around. I'm going to do just one row around, just because it does have the color change in this one, and the other one didn't. This is just sort of extra. I wasn't really going to go through the pinky one as well because I already did one, but since it has the color change, it's easier to see, a little bit easier to see, or whatever. The yarn isn't because it's black, but okay, I've now gone around one time, and remember, I did not put another cast on the one edge, only one on this one. So once I get back to the beginning, shall I carry my little thingy on there? I will now really join. Actually, it's almost already joined because it's the end of the mitt over here, so you don't have to worry about like really pulling on that. And then my double yarn, that's where I worked my tail in for just one stitch there. And then that's my my cast on. I can tell because it doesn't look right and it doesn't act right. It doesn't even act like it wants to be knitted. It just acts like it wants to be a pain. And then just keep going around. This one requires you to knit, I believe, 9 rows. Yes, 9 rows for the little finger. We'll bind that off and then move on to seaming up those holes, I think.